Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Masha and this is the Wonder Woman Within. If you are new to my channel, welcome. In this channel we do talk a lot about emotional wellness, mindset, and how to be a better, healthier, happier version of yourself. So if you're interested, please keep watching. So like I said in the last videos, I will be making bite-sized videos about 6, 7, 8 minutes long. And today I would like to address the topic of making mistakes as a human being and also how we speak to ourselves when we do make mistakes. It's inevitable to make mistakes as a human being, but it is very important how we speak to ourselves when we do make those mistakes. An appointment, or for me, a couple of years ago I actually missed a concert because there was so much going on in my life. I felt so stupid at that point, but it was very important on how I decided to handle the situation. So one side of things, which most people do, they start to be really mean to themselves. When they make a mistake, they start putting themselves down, saying, "How could you? You are just ridiculous," basically shaming themselves, and that is definitely not helping us as a society. And also, besides you being unhappy and miserable, your children are watching on how you talk to yourself. So in this video we will talk about on how to be kinder to yourself when you do mess up, when you do make a mistake. First thing I would like for you to be aware of are the different voices that tell you, respond or react to when you do make a mistake. I would really I would invite you to become a witness of those voices that are having their own narrative in your head. So not be a part of those voices, but be a loving witness on the side. Almost like you're sitting and watching a video or watching a movie in the theater of all these stories that are coming up. When you do that, you start to separate yourself from those voices. A lot of those voices or narratives in our heads are coming from our caretakers when we were very young. I'm sure there were situations when you were a baby and you got away with a lot of things as a toddler, but then age came, maybe 4, 5, 6 years old, when your parents or caregivers started to treat you differently, started to expect more from you. And unfortunately, our parents and grandparents only know what they know. So a lot of them don't know how to correct a behavior or how to speak to a baby without traumatizing them and making them feel worse about themselves. So I would really invite you to witness those conversations happening in your head and really figure out, is that really you talking to yourself, or is it more like a parrot copycat version of that loving parent or caregiver that you grew up with? That is the first step. The second step is to really give yourself another chance, just like you would to a toddler or a younger cousin or your child that messed up. Let's say, they were trying to help you make cookies or something in the kitchen and they made a big mess without the intention of doing so. Or for example, when I was a little girl, I accidentally broke a vase and I felt so bad about it. My mom finding out that I hid it and tried to cover it up because I felt like if that was found out, I would be shamed, I would be punished, I would feel separate from my mother. And I feel like that's what a lot of children go through when they are shamed, punished, basically without having constructive criticism or feedback. They feel like something is wrong with them. So it's not the behavior that they messed up or they made a mistake. They absorb it as they are messed up. There's something wrong with them. and that creates separation from them and the parent or the caregiver. So that separation creates more a detachment from their loved ones, and they start to get absorbed in their own story of what is really happening, unfortunately. And as children, what we want is to belong to our family, to belong to our tribe, to feel safe and secure. And when we don't, when we feel there's separation, that's when things like self-loathing, depression, suicidal thoughts start, unfortunately. So number one, again, is to really witness those narratives in your head to see if they're really yours. Number two is to really examine on how you talk to yourself when you do make those mistakes. Are you speaking to yourself in a loving manner, or are you shaming and putting yourself down and making yourself feel very isolated and little? And the last thing I wanted to share with you that helped me is to retrain my nervous system, retrain those voices in your head to speak to us like a loving parent would. So for example, if I was late to an appointment, or I can't find parking, or I'm stuck in traffic, I really start talking to myself in a way that would really support me. I become my own best hype woman. I became my own best cheerleader. I really want myself to do well in this life, and the voices in my head, they're no longer speaking trash to me, because that's not serving anybody, right? So I retrained those parts inside of my head to really be that cheerleader in my life. For example, saying, instead of how dare you, what's wrong with you, I say it's okay, we're gonna be okay, we're gonna try better next time, just like you would to a toddler, from a very nourishing and nurturing perspective. Maybe you didn't go to the gym today, or you ate that fast food meal. We're gonna do better next time. We're gonna do better tomorrow. When you speak to yourself like that, you're more encouraged, instead of diving down that deep hole of shame, guilt, and resentment. I hope this video was helpful. I know it's short and sweet. If you have any other suggestions on topics you want me to talk about, or thoughts on how you speak kindly to yourself, or transformed your conversation with yourself when you make mistakes, please share those tools and tricks below in the comment section. I will be posting every single Wednesday, so please subscribe to my channel if that's something you're interested in. Hit the notification bell, and I will see you next week.